Hello again, guys. Welcome back to another Big Al Devlin video. And today, what I'm going to be doing is a gym review. A review on a gym called the Gym Group, and it is located in Kings Heath. Now, it's a big franchise. You see them all over the place. This is just discussing one of those particular branches. I've trained in this particular building, and I say building because it has been under other gym names and other management groups and stuff, but I've trained in this building now for a number of years, probably about 6 years, maybe even 7. So I'm very familiar with this place, and I've seen it change, and I've seen it kind of stay the same in many respects as well. Both change and staying the same is always it can be a good thing in both respects. Now, since the gym group have come in, there's been major renovations since they took over from Easy Gym. The renovations have been a positive one. They've brought in new equipment. They've repaired old equipment. They've also bring in pod systems, so when you come in, as you saw in the intro video that I did, there's like a pod system where you can which you've got to go through with a code, which stops people coming in who are not members. Basically, it's open 24/7, which hence why they have those pod systems. So even if there's no staff in the building, it doesn't matter. You're not getting in unless you're a member. The other good thing is, of course, that has on it is that the equipment is much better looked after than it used to be. Before, when it was Easy Gym and people were jumping the turnstiles, you would get dickheads basically who would come in and ruin the equipment because, well, they're not paying the £18-19 a month, which is a tiny amount of money when it comes to gym memberships. They'd come in and they'd ruin the equipment. So the gym group definitely seem to care about their members and their members' experiences of whilst they're in that gym. They want their equipment looked after, but they're not on you either all the time. Either the staff don't necessarily have to come up to you and tell you, can you stop doing that, because the general etiquette of people in there is good. Now, obviously, the membership of the gym is important to discuss, hence why I went over it first, because they're the people who influence your experience of the gym. You can have the best equipment in the world, but if you fill it full of assholes, basically, you're going to get a very bad gym indeed, and a very bad atmosphere. The gym itself, however, does obviously tick the boxes when it comes to all facilities. And that obviously includes the absolute essentials such as toilets and showers. The showers have their own lockers. There are lockers outside in the main part of the gym, which you can use to store your gym bag and valuables safely, as long as you bring your own padlock. But there are also lockers inside the changing rooms also, so that if you're having a shower, you don't have to walk through the gym with just a towel around you half naked to get to your locker or anything along those lines. So it's well thought out and planned in that sense, and there's literally more lockers than you can use, which is a great thing. Now, regards other facilities, there is a disabled access, which is in both the pod doors. There's a door that allows wheelchairs through, as well as a stair lift also. So it certainly allows people who are unable to walk or find it difficult to walk to get into the gym and start doing stuff, which is an absolutely fantastic thing to see, that they're not isolating those group of individuals. Now, regards to the main facilities of the gym, now my specific focus is on weightlifting. You can probably see from the footage behind. I just wanted to show you some of the equipment being used, and obviously I use the weight area of the gym. But don't let that put you off. If you're not into weights, there is extensive cardio facilities. In fact, the cardio facilities are unparalleled. They're brilliant. For $18.99, I think it is, per month, you're not going to get any better. In fact, even if you spend 50, 60, £80 a month like you would at David Lloyd's, for example, I don't think you're going to get any better, to be honest. The gym, the cardio equipment is phenomenal, and I've actually started to use it now that the gym group have come in and taken it over from Easy Gym, because they've brought in some really fantastic pieces, and more importantly, as I say, they're maintained. The rowers are Concept 2000s. They've got some steppers, which are really hard and really good. They've got some specialised bikes, different types of bikes. They literally have a little bit of everything, which is fantastic, and has actually encouraged someone who doesn't do much cardio to do cardio. The one thing they're lacking, and this is the one main negative that I will say, is they don't have any boxing equipment, guys. So you might, they do have pads which you can hold for each other, and you can do a little bit of boxing exercise or something with their instructors, but there are no punching or kicking bags for communal use, and this is a big something that I missed when they took it away. But you can't have everything, right? But the weights equipment is again, it's a vastly improved upon its previous predecessor, Easy Gym. They've brought in more cages. So there are more opportunities to deadlift, to rack lift, to squat, to shoulder press, to do bicep curls in a rack if you really want to fit the stereotype, right? There's a lot of places where you can lift and do a variety of free weight lifts, which is fantastic because it generally means that you can get the workout you want to do, even when the gym is busy. More than often than not, I'm sure you all agree, we've been to gyms, it's been so busy, we've gone to do chest or we've gone to do legs, and we've had to settle for arms or something instead because simply there is no equipment available or space available. Obviously that's never guaranteed, but the gym group at King's Heath have done their best to make it as unlikely as possible that you're going to leave unsatisfied in that sense. They also have quite a lot of actual plates available in the gym. They could do with more, but then again, I would say that about every gym. Every gym could always have more actual weights to rack onto your bars. But sometimes you do find yourself a little lacking, but it's very, very, it's just not often that occurs now. So they've got more than enough weights to go around also, even for big lifters like myself. In addition to this, they do obviously have accessory equipment also. So they have the dumbbells, wide range of dumbbells, and multiples of each of the dumbbells as well. So there's not just one set of 8 kg dumbbells. There's 2 or 3 sets, which is always a good thing. And of course, they also have things like leg press, hip and abductors and adductors, ab machines, lat pull downs. The typical sort of stuff that you would normally get. And as I said, their equipment is very, very high quality. I literally cannot fault it or floor it. So it's definitely a gym that I would recommend if you're in the local area and you fancy a workout. They don't do on the door. Well, I think you may have to be able to pay on the door for like a day pass, but it's as much as expensive or as cheap, depending on your point of view, as it is for a month's membership. So it's expensive for a day pass, but for a month's membership, about 18 quid it is really cheap. You're not going to get many memberships cheaper than that, especially for what you're getting in return also. And it's a 24/7 gym, as I said. On top of that, there is car parking, so whether you walk or ride a bike or drive, you can get to this gym and with no issues whatsoever. So overall, as I say, very good gym. I'm very impressed. I've got very few negative things to say about it. As I say, the main thing just being that it doesn't have any boxing facilities, and the aerobics area is also very cramped. So it's a shame it couldn't be bigger, but that's just the limitations of the building. The building's not big enough, and to make that bigger, they'd have to take away from other things, which then would feel lacking. So the aerobics area is a little on the smaller side for how busy it is. If you go when it's quiet, it's fantastic, but it's very rarely quiet. It's one of the most popular parts of the gym. So other than that, guys, that's my review and sort of just showing you what the gym is like. I hope you enjoyed this review and hope you found it useful. I will see you soon. Goodbye.